Everyone, back with another stream today. Um, gonna be playing the usual again, some of the more Abzan Luris Stoneblade deck that I've kind of been brewing and tinkering with. Um, so this build has been, for those who have been kind of tuning in just now, this build has been more of a black-white base. I know when I first started brewing this type of list, I was doing a more black green based deck. So originally I had like Scavenging Ooze and Hex Drinkers and stuff. But I think Skyclave Apparition really has been kind of the turning point in terms of how we should build our decks. I think this card is very, very versatile. In terms of being able to remove spells, it can exile Clothis, it can exile Ren and Six, Jace, Chandra. These notable cards that I've exiled on stream, I've exiled Seasoned Pyromancer. The exile is very, very relevant. Um, on top of that, with Stoneforge Mystic, it can carry a sword too in a pinch. So it's just a removal spell that can attack, block, and carry a sword is going to be very, very important. So if you guys have tuned in for my last stream, the update I'm going to make is I'm going to run two Mirran Crusaders. I think the blue soups have been kind of getting very popular online. The Uro, Omnath, four color, Field of the Dead, top end kind of cards. Um, so I think Mirran Crusader becomes very, very important because we can just totally ignore Field of the Dead. So the sideboard plan against that deck is we swap Sword of Fire and Ice for Sword of Light and Shadow. So we have two Pro Blacks cards on top of a Mirran Crusader. Hopefully we can just plow through those zombie tokens. How's it going, Mark? How's it going, Tiger Lily? Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to GM a league. I am a Niner fan, and the Niner game is at 1, so I'm probably going to have to. I'm going to try to finish this league, not as soon as possible, but probably not to lollygag a little bit too much, so I can watch the game, grab some food too. Usually my streams are about 3 hours, so um, hopefully I can end uh, sooner than that. Just opened up the LGS currently. Nice. Hopefully you guys can practice and play games safely wherever you are from, Tiger Lily. Um, I know I'm in the Bay Area, and I my actual store is the Channel Fireball Game Center, and they've been kind of closed for sure. Um, Obviously we have pretty strict rules about opening and closing. That being said, I don't think I'd be very comfortable going anyway right now without a vaccine or anything. So if you are going to these stores, please stay safe and stay healthy. I'm gonna mulligan this. No land's pretty easy. This is a better hand. I think going discard Tarmogoyf, push something is better than keeping a Skyclave Apparition. I think it's choosing between Liliana and Skyclave Apparition, and I think Liliana is kind of better versus the blind. I could also see just botting Fatal Push, so we'll see. Ohio's a bit lenient. Yeah, I can imagine Ohio being. I think one of my friends that I know, I think he's from Ohio too. Um, Again, just stay safe, stay healthy. That's all I can really ask for. That was a great draw. Just more discard, more interaction against a Scalding Turn deck. Hard to say what this is without any more information other than Scalding Turn. Cleansing Wildfire, Cleansing Wildfire, Lightning Bolt. So really, it's like Just Guy. Probably looks like the list that Aspiring Spike has been running. I kind of don't want to run out of basics, and we can on both our threats here ignore Lightning Bolt. I think I'm just gonna take one of the Wildfires. We're gonna get Wildfired here, and then we're gonna play Boif. It's gonna be unfortunate because we can't. Our black spells are probably dead at this point, so we'll see how that goes. Blackstones, Wildfired here. They can also Wildfire themselves, but yeah, which is good for us, because we kind of need this dual land here. Um, Because they could have totally cut us off on literally half our hand. I think I'm gonna lead with Goyf here still. It'll be a 3/4. And like they need double bolt. We could get screwed if they have Jace. So let's just. We're just gonna be more mana efficient here. Play as Goyf, and the next turn probably cast as Liliana and plus discard the push. Excuse me. Fairy Stream, so we know 2 of the 5 cards. Rather than being Lightning Bolt as the main one. We drew a Skyclave Apparition, which is nice. I kind of want to just lean off first. If they have like a Mana Leak or something, then this Tarmogoyf grows. I could also just lead on Thoughtseize too to protect the Liliana. That actually might be better. And if they have like a Teferi, we can do it now. So maybe it's correct just to cast this Thoughtseize first. Instead of getting this Liliana, because we know they have a Scalding Tarn in hand. So like this plus is probably worse for us than anything. Shark Typhoon, Snapcaster Mage. So I think here I'm just gonna take the Snap here, and then I can like Bolt Helix us. Yeah. So I think it takes Snap. I think I Bolt Helix us, our Tarmogoyf, and then we could probably Liliana plus their Shark Typhoon away. Or we also have the Fatal Push also. So I think or the other, yeah, because we should do that, because if we don't take the Snap, they can go Snap. We could also just take the Helix and then make them Snap Bolt us, but then that's even worse because they get a creature. So we should take the Snapcaster Mage. The other option is we could take the Shark Typhoon, but I think we can safely ignore the Shark Typhoon. And it's a good thing we Thoughtseize first, because then there's a creature in the graveyard, and then we can grow our Goyf. So it's a 3/4 now. Excuse me. So probably gonna double bolt us, or double bolt our Goyf the following turn here. But they can just do it now. Yeah, they're just gonna do it now. Lightning Helix. Sure. So they're gonna play the Tarn probably. That's what they do. Play Fledge Drain. So we know they're the contents of their hand. Are they just gonna cycle this? No. Oh, are they gonna? Yeah, Mystic Sanctuary. That's fair. I don't know what they're gonna Mystic Sanctuary for. Lightning Bolt. That's fine. That's fine. So we kind of can't ditch this Fatal Push now. It's kind of awkward. We kind of need to draw like a blank, which awkward as that is. So then we can like keep both these cards. I could also see an argument just discarding this Skyclave Apparition. Try on here. Whenever our opponent's double queuing, opponent's kind of like. Seems like they're distracted. They also just played the land, a blue. They're gonna fetch Mystic Sanctuary with both these cards can fetch, and then they just use the card that they just drew. So it's like we have full information, which is like, I don't know. And then they kind of just lag in between here. Yeah, so just gonna play this Liliana or a plus. I'm gonna discard just Scalding Tarn and bits of land. I could also see an argument of like pitching the Skyclave Apparition, but that seems kind of loose. Just in case they draw like Teferi or something they're gonna hard cast. Yeah, so. So kind of like it's kind of awkward, but we kind of want to draw a blank here. opponent isn't careful, they could definitely time out here. I feel like we're signaling trophy, which is pretty. Okay. So, when this is on the stack, I'm actually going to push the shark because I don't want this to get forced. Because like, this Liliana is kind of our key to victory here. So I'm going to push this while they still only have one card in hand. And then we're going to just pitch this land. And they had the force. So then they could have like attacked this Liliana down to 2. Guess we're just gonna pitch this Liliana here. This is what I'm talking about. The Skyclave apparition, which just gets kind of awkward. Is like it's a removal spell. Like I guess that's no different than like an Assassin's Trophy here. But it gets kind of awkward because like you kind of want to pressure this opponent, but then like you kind of can't because like this you don't want to just play this out. So Liliana is dead to another snap or a helix or a bolt. It's very cool. Hopefully they just plus. And get no value out of it. Are they minus? Interesting. Okay. So this is nice because now we can get our Liliana out of bolt range. Now it's actually good to draw a land here or a bauble because then we can play Skyclave Apparition, target that, and plus this Liliana. So land or bauble would be very good here. You can't up apparition tokens. It says exile up to target non-land, non-token opponent. I've made that mistake. A couple streams ago, I Skyclave Apparition something, and the Skyclave Apparition dies, so our opponent got a token, and I tried to Skyclave Apparition the token generated from it, the illusion, and it did not work. So do not make that mistake. So here I kind of just want to play this Tarmogoyf and not plus this Liliana. Because this Teferi does nothing. And then if they have a Bolt the Liliana, they can Bolt the Liliana, it's fine. And then we can just Skyclave the Teferi and attack. If we really need to. Like, right now the Teferi isn't really doing anything. They already drew the card. I don't want to, like, Skyclave and then... nice, okay. That's good for us. So there's a debate here of whether I should cash in this Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, this is a tough decision because I could just try to end the game and Skyclave Apparition the Teferi. I could just attack this Teferi down and hold the Skyclave Apparition. I kind of want to just attack them and go a little more aggro. They go to 12, and then we have a 2-turn clock. So I think if we just empty our hand, this makes our Liliana also better. So I'm going to Skyclave Apparition the Teferi. Because like holding a Skyclave Apparition also just makes it really awkward to Liliana. At least this way we can just keep plussing and not worry about just play out our whatever we top deck. Here. Attack our opponent. Yeah, I think our opponent's like double queuing. They have to be. They're kind of just taking a while in between these steps that are kind of like no game actions. Our opponent's hellbent. I have a feeling they're double queuing. So we're in a spot where we have a Tarmogoyf, so like the bolt's gonna do anything. Liliana just keep plussing and pressuring them. Storm Fine Ice is a great draw. Because like this is a match where time definitely matters. But that's good too because now we can equip the sword next turn. And if they end up killing this Skyclave apparition, like this still gives protection from blue and red. Oh, they have Verdict? Oh, Teferi. Okay. So they're kind of a damned if you, damned if you don't situation, because if they minus anywhere at third, you just equip the sword to the other. They kind of have to plus, and yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, sweet. Okay, Ashiok seems pretty good. Galactique seems decent. Gideon as well. Board all these removal spells that don't do anything. I wish God's End was equipped too. I forget what God's End does. Excuse me. Throat's very dry today. God's End. 3 mana equip. When quick creature blocks or becomes blocked, one more creatures you may exile on those creatures. I don't know how good that card is, just in general though. It's very combat dependent on blocking. You might just attack through everything, I think. I can see argument for Kai's Gal just to stop Mystic's injuries, but we already have Ashoks plus spell bombs. I could see an argument for a Mirran Crusader because they're Ariak champions because they are bolt heavy. There's also an argument for swapping Sword and Lightning Shadow for Sword and Feast of Famine just because it gives protection from white. Just up against Path, Lightning Helix. Excuse me. Lightning Helix should already this equipment should already protect from Lightning Helix because every one of our creatures have 2 toughness, so it shouldn't necessarily die from Helix. But Path is the big thing. I'm also suspecting Rest in Peace, so maybe it's not that great to board in Sword of Light and Shadow. And maybe not because they do have Mystic Sanctuaries. Hard to say. They can just roll like this. We'll kind of see how. The trigger off the Sword and Feast of Famine is very, very clutch too. Just being able to make them discard and pressure them. This is fine. I mean, I could definitely see Ariak Champion coming, but it's just a 1 mana 1/1 or 2 mana 1/1. Surviving Bolt isn't a big enough pro to board in such a anemic threat. Let me just go like this. So just guy Wildfire. This is the Aspiring Spikes brew. I've seen him stream a little bit. It's a cool deck. Very cool deck. Discard Trophy Liliana. And this hand kind of entirely relies on Liliana to just resolve and kind of take over the game. Let's see how it goes. I can see it on argument from mulliganing this. We definitely need a 2-drop off the top, which we do not draw. I'm gonna get an Overgrown Tomb here. Try to fetch it with the Verdant Catacombs just so we can fetch basic planes with it, or swamp with it. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we just take the Helix. Or we could just take the Bolt. I can see an argument for taking the Bolt here. Just because it's the most mana. We're definitely taking one of the burn spells just to protect the Liliana. I think we're gonna take Helix. Three, does a 3 life matter? I don't. I think I take the Bolt here, and take the most mana efficient spell. Ever thought about taking Abzan Death Shadow? I have, and it's one of those things where like I don't think I could ever play a Death Shadow deck. Just because it's just not my playstyle. I just don't like having to decrease my life total. Like I think Willie Adel made a really good article about it where Willie Adel invented Abzan Traverse, and that was at the time where like Death Shadow was like just came into inception. It was very popular. Death Shadow was really good, and he wrote a really good article where he's like, I just don't want to play Death Shadow. Like I just don't want to play that playstyle, and it's a very good argument for like sometimes you kind of have to maximize the way you want to play the game, and the way you play the game will be kind of dictate how good of a pilot you are. And I don't think I'll pilot Abzan Death Shadow that very well. And that being said, I think when you play or just Death Shadow in general, you kind of want Team Battle Rage. I think the problem with Abzan Death Shadow is you kind of lose that aggressive reach where you lose out on bolts and stuff. Um, so you kind of want to have Team Battle Rage that gives you a game against like the big mana that where you can just kill in like 2 swings, right? Which you don't have that luxury with this type of deck. I'm just gonna get Liliana down under a Cryptic. Are they gonna actual literal force of negation here? Oh shit. I didn't want to F6. Oh my, that would have been very bad. That would have been very bad. We both just very punted here. I didn't want F6 there. Okay. Probably gonna bitch this March Flats. Yep, exactly. Pitch the fetch to keep lands in the deck for buffire. Yep. I agree, Ramsey. So here we can hope that they don't draw 4th land. I think it's very incorrect for them to start fetching it. That thins our deck. Oh, and they drew the Mystic Sanctuary too. That's so gross. I wonder if they're gonna Jace. Helix. Okay. So the Helix is on top. I don't know if I don't have any soundboards. I thought I guess I should, huh? I haven't thought about it. Bits hasn't really been a common thing, so yeah, I should. I thought I had it for the stream notification for like follows and stuff, but I should do for bits as well. I can do that between the next stream. I can do it during the Niner game today, Rounsley. I think I'm gonna. I guess I should. This plus is kind of entirely dependent on what they're gonna discard. I think they're gonna discard the path. I feel like they're gonna discard the path here. They have to. So if I plus the Liliana, I could also just Inquisition take the path and then plus discard the trophy. And then they're kind of priced into discarding the Jace. So I think kind of like that. I think I'm gonna trade my Inquisition for a path and then trade one of my 3 cards for either a Jace or a Cryptic. And Blood has where you pay bits to play sounds during the stream. I said it was really added for him. Yeah, I think it'd be nice. I should definitely do it. That's definitely true. I think Cryptic this. That'd be very good for us. Sure. So we're going to plus here. Discard trophy. And then we have the Skyclave apparition for the Jace. So they have the Helix in hand. So they have the path. So they want a helix, the Liliana, which makes sense. Alright, I'm just gonna get a sword here. Fire nice. Absent for life for me. I've been looking on the side. Please stranger didn't know what surfing YouTube saw my game against their child was talking shit. That's good to see. Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's a good draw too. So here I'm going to I'm gonna flash in this Sword and Fire Nice, and then equip the Sword and Fire Nice, and then hopefully they don't have a path or a bolt in response here. Sweet. So now they have an active Jace probably that they're gonna tap with. I can just Skyclave the Jace and then just get the trigger in too. Thank you. I thought it'd add something little spice to the stream. I'm sure. Sure. So they have no known cards in hand. They're gonna brainstorm. I think the best line is to just Skyclave Apparition of the Jason, just attack our opponent. How's it going, Poisonly? That card has been a good catch-all. For the Skyclave Apparition, indeed it is. Indeed it is. It is very a good catch-all. I'm going to crack this clearing here first, just to see if I hit a discard spell. Because if I hit like a bolt, a discard spell, I can like discard them and then and see if they have removal spell to clear this Skyclave Apparition up. So I think I'm actually still going to do that. I'm going to attack first. Because holding up red is not holding up anything that can counter this apparition. This apparition is going to resolve. So I'm just definitely going to attack our opponent here. Let's not shock the Jace. Another apparition. That's great. For the apparition. And even if they like bolt the Skyclave Apparition, it's like this. I can still plow through with the Stoneforge Mystic. And this is what I'm talking about the Skyclave Apparition, where it's just like I can just eat the J. Like this is so versatile. I don't have to trophy them and ramp them. Like it's just so good. Bauble. What's on top of your deck? Remand. It's cryptic? No cryptic. Nice. We're just gonna get all the triggers in. Okay. Play the tap land and pass. 5. Typhoon? Sure. So they have Remand as their only known card. I'm surprised they didn't ambush the Skyclave. That means they must have counter magic in hand. Which is fine. We need some Resto Angels for nostalgia. Resto Angels is a sweet card. There is a Abzan Blink list at 5-0'd recently. I don't know if you're into that. Trophy. Trophy's an okay draw. I'm gonna attack with this just a Stoneforge Mystic. Snapcaster Mage, sure. Got it. So they have Remand and 2 unknown. Equip the sword here. Cool. Godless and over into Temple Guard. So I still have a Temple Guard in the deck and I'm gonna play this fetch land just in case I need to cast Trophy twice. Because they have a known remand. I guess I should have equipped with the planes. That was a misplay on my part. Sure. Thoughtseize. I think it's still safe to just attack with this apparition. I'm gonna hold this Thoughtseize just in case I draw like another threat. Nice. I'm gonna shoot the Snapcaster Mage down. Silent Clearing. I'll crack the clearing now, just to see what we draw. Liliana of the Veil. I guess we can Thoughtseize and then Liliana plus. And still hold up Trophy. Sure. Sure. Celestial Purge, nice. So since we know this Liliana is gonna just die, I'm just gonna minus the shark here. Yep. Yep. So they have planes and unknown. So they literally need to draw Path to Exile here. So or a Supreme Verdict would be good too. Tarmogoyf, great draw. Cryptic would give him a turn. Tap draw, sure. I'll play at this Goyf. It walks into a Verdict, but I think I'd rather dodge a Path. Timely Reinforcements. Wow. Spell Bomb. This is turning out to be a great game here. I'm gonna play out the Spell Bomb, hold this Apparition and Trophy. So close. One card left. Gaddock Teague. Take 7. Kind of want to play this Teague out. Just to ensure they don't draw Wrath. Just kind of locks them out pretty nicely. Unless they go... Oh, okay. Sweet. Nice. 1-0. Beat Just Sky Wildfires. That feels good. Skyclave Apparition. Moved a Jace and carried a sword. I wish I could screenshot this right here. Like... That's exactly what we want to do, right? We exile a Jace, equip it with a sword, and just speed face with it. Yeah, spam the emote. Let's go. Good start. Good start. Ugh. Still waking up. Just got Wildfires. These kind of like Jace to Fairy, Mystic Sanctuary decks are kind of bad matchups, so kind of worked out. Yeah, and that's kind of the beauty of Apparition there. It just shows the versatility. Exile something, carry a sword, so it's just a 2-for-1 if it doesn't die. If it does die, they get a token, but then we have a sort of protection from it, so it's like, it's pretty decent. And it just proves if it's worth it to switch to a black-white base instead of a black-green base. So it's like, it kind of just just validates the switch more when you have games like that where like the Apparition pulls a lot of weight. So deck is not that good though. I don't know. The Spire Spike's been doing pretty decent with it. It's still a control deck, so it's like you still have to draw the right cards against certain decks. But like Cleansing Wildfire is a very good card. Like that game 1, if they instead of ramping themselves with the Flagstones, if they Cleansing Wildfire Overgrown Tomb, I think we would have definitely lost game 1. Unless we got really lucky and drew like Fetchlands off the top after the shuffle, but like otherwise, like I think we definitely would have lost game 1. I'm a big fan of his Aspiring Spikes Brews though. It's fun to watch. Thoughtseize, Bauble, Spellbomb, no Silver. This is a great hand. Glacial Fortress. Is this another another Jeskai deck? That'd be really funny. Let's look at the most information. They have Opt. So not that great of information here. The thing about it is like, how do I know which basic to run? Because we have double black for Liliana and double white for Skyclave Apparition. It's like the mana's just stretched so tight that it's difficult to pick if you were to add a basic. Which basic are you going to add? Are you going to play 24 lands? I don't think 24 lands is right for this deck. So if you're keeping 23, keeping another basic is just very difficult because like double white is fine, but then like you kind of want double black for like trophy plus push or like discard plus push or Liliana, right? So it's like picking which basic is really hard. You can just go with the default with the second swamp, but we already have like 20 black sources or 21 black sources, so it's like it's difficult to add another one. It just seems kind of loose just to combat Cleansing Wildfire and like Ghost Quarter and Field of Ruin decks. Here, I think I'm going to take the Archmage's Charm, just because it's the quickest interaction, and it answers my Batter Skull that I'm going to fetch. So I'm going to take the Archmage's Charm here. They play Glacial Fortress tapped. Okay, that makes sense. Because it can't play untapped. Second Glacial Fortress. I'm gonna just let this go. I'm gonna play a Stoneblade Mystic. I'm gonna not bobble yet because I want to see what they're for sure gonna draw. I don't want to bobble in response to the opt. And then they opt and then they just bottom it. I'd rather just get the for sure information. So I'm actually gonna bubble them after the opt resolves. I'm gonna do an upkeep actually. And just in case they want to upkeep opt, which I don't think they are going to do. Snapcaster Rage, good to know. Mystic Gate. Are they gonna force this spell bomb? I can see a world where they actually do that. I kind of want to just force here. I want them to force. They're just gonna like tap out every time, so it doesn't matter. I don't see a spot where we can play this next turn either, so I kind of want to bait with the spell bomb if anything. But they're gonna let this resolve and opt instead. That makes sense. Excuse me. So what I'm actually going to do, just in case they draw the land here, I'm actually going to play the second Stoneforge Mystic. I don't want this to get cryptic. I want to get this under a cryptic command. So I'm going to fetch a sort of Fire and Ice here. So that way, next turn we can just flash in a sword and then just equip it and then just attack and just get under their counter magic here. I went to goes a double white sideboard and the burning cutting burn. That makes sense. Good attack by our opponent. Good attack. So here they have Cryptic Mana up. We could theoretically flash in the sword and force them to use the Cryptic. We could also just like not do any, like we can just be more mana efficient and just flash in both Batterskull and Sword at the end of the turn, because they're gonna have to Cryptic, right? So it's like they're just gonna be so mana inefficient. They could just like Shark Typhoon too, but it's just like we're definitely not gonna be able to attack here, and they could just, I think they're just gonna either Shark Typhoon or opt. So I think being patient here is probably the best. Yeah, sure. So we know 3 of the 5 cards. Eagles need to pick it up. I have Juju, so I kind of need Juju to do good here. So I'm actually going to play into whatever path they have. And just play in this Batterskull and attempt to block this Snapcaster Mage. Because our end goal is to get a trigger with the sword. So doing this just making them use their mana on their turn is exactly what we want to do. Because if they're like Cryptic Bouncers Batterskull, like sure, whatever. The Bounce Germ, yeah, that's fine. So I kind of read path here. Can't really play around it. Ooh, that's good too. Getting all the equipment. I'm just trying to figure out if I should attack with this. I think the answer is no. If they have path, it's fine. Sure. Because that way we just get a land. Play Scoif out. We have Spellbound to protect against another Snapcaster Mage too. How big is this Scoif? 4/5. They have Opt, Cryptic Command, Force Negation, 1 unknown. Sure. They topped with Opt. I could see a Bolt. Well, they don't have red, so this is a free block here, I think. By Verdict. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Luris. I don't play the Tarmogoyf. I could also see an argument for like bring a ball back and equip the sword with on the Luris, but like it doesn't protect against any other removal other than like Jace. But I'd rather just go wide here. It doesn't like it loses to another like this play is bad against another Verdict, but it forces them to have literally another Verdict. Sure. Okay. Can target artifacts? Yeah, that's a good attack. That's a good minus there. Very good minus. I'm gonna bobble here. I kind of just want to equip this Batterskull, this Goyf, and then just go ham. Because I don't want to play my cards out into another Verdict. They have Cryptic +4, so I don't want to play any of these swords out. So let's actually bobble them first. Just to see what they're going to draw. Island, okay. Equip. Tarmogoyf. So we're just getting 12 life here. So attack Teferi. Attack our opponent. Just go back to a nice healthy life total where the Celestial Colonnade isn't going to do anything. This main deck Spellbomb is doing work here. Nice! Yeah! Let's go! Alright, so I think it's kind of the same game plan. Gideon, Ashiox, Teague. The thing is, I'm trying to figure out. I'm definitely keeping in this sword. Question is, do I want to swap Feast and Fan for Starlight Shuttle? Like, I think I want the protection against Path, but like the trigger on the Sword and Feast of Him is just so much better. There is an argument for just running all four equipment post board, but I kind of don't like that just because we kind of need action. I think we're definitely bringing this in for sure. I think we just cut this. Yeah, the thing is, like, attack first hand isn't really great because if we have a creature that sticks, we're probably winning anyway. So maybe we just swap them. Because I want to. This is definitely coming in for sure. Just like I would have kept the other way against like more like the Jeskai list last round, but this makes me want to keep it. Swap it. I think we just roll this out. Kind of went 2 trophy post board just because we saw Celestial Colonnade. Because of Path, I want to get protection to Path. I'm gonna mull in this hand. Sounds better. Probably bottom of Luris. Thank you for the nice green source here. Kind of don't want to get my... Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just play Swamp and Bobble. What do they have? I'm just going to F6, Flat Strand. Lost a game where a mull to 6, 2 bubbles only, and 3 cards on the plane. Sometimes it happens though, you know. That's just Magic sometimes, which is kind of unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but I think I just play this Tarmogoyf out. A little baby 1/2. Grow it next turn with this Liliana. I smell Archmage's Charm, so it's like I'm gonna play this Liliana. I don't think Liliana's really gonna be the card that wins the game. If it does, it's great. I smell Purge too, so I'm just gonna play this, and then hopefully my Luris next turn resolves. I'd rather have a Luris stick than a Liliana, to be honest. It's like Archmage's Charm, counter S. Get 3/4. They could also just hardcast Force. Yeah, sure. So this Tarmogoyf becomes a big boy. Go. Yeah, so on the 6th draw. That's Magic sometimes, though. You get those greedy hands and you get punished for it, you know. Cast this first. Play this. Pull myself. Foreground Tomb. Do not want that. Gonna get a Triome. And then hopefully this Luris sticks here. Probably not. Yeah, I think it's one of those things you just have to keep those. Like, there's no way around it. Hopefully we draw some action here. So we only have lands. Summer Guard is great. Teferi. Bits, thank you for the sub. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, Roundsley, you gifted. Thank you so much for the gift. Really, really appreciate it. I always appreciate your support to my channel, Roundsley. Don't ever let that slip your mind. I always appreciate it. Sure. Guess we're gonna do this. Play our hand. They do the land for the colonnade. So now I can't attack with the Scatic Teague. Ugh. So now we kind of need trophy here. I'm gonna just keep this fetch just so I can just so if I draw a bauble. At this point, we're definitely very, very, very behind. Snapcaster Mage, sure. Ashok doesn't matter. I'm gonna take the Shark Typhoon. Archmage's Charm. I think I'm not winning this game. We can't just lose to the Fairy Cool. This Scatic Take was a little too slow. Let's see what we're gonna draw here. Because if we draw Spell Bomb, we can cast a Spell Bomb. They have to charm it. Stoneforge Mystic. So I'm gonna play the Goyf. Hope they counter it. And then I'm gonna play the Stoneforge Mystic. The clock is also another consideration here too. We're behind by, or it's pretty even at this point. But I'm just gonna pass a turn here. I don't want to get my Stoneforge Mystic Archmage Charmed. I'm just gonna draw here. Yep. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of playing for the clock more than anything. I'm just gonna actually just speed through my turn. And speed through our opponent's turn. Just gonna F6 here. Our clock is our kind of. We're gonna have to make clock our win con. It's even now, but we do have to force our opponent to win here. Which it can be done in short order with the colonnade, but like they have to get to a point where they can do that. We have 7 cards on hand, which is ridiculous. We know 2 to the 5 though. Yeah. Play this. Beta counter. Wow. Okay, this. I guess they don't have any counter magic unless they are not scared of this Liliana. Awkward that we can't plus his Liliana though. I'm gonna Sword of Light and Shadow here. Attack the Teferi down. Sure. That played very bad. Because if we can get it hit him with a sword, which is very, very difficult, but if we get it hit him with a sword, we can. Turn off auto yields. See, oh, but they have the Ash Shock though. Okay, that sucks. We're very close to conceding here. Because now we need a threat. Sure. Fit in response. So now they need our Yard too, which is kind of very bad for us. They have triple. When you're a spot where you're against triple Walker, you're not gonna win the game. It's just really here. Bobble. Shark Typhoon is a very good way to win the game, to close out the game fast. I'm gonna have 6 because we can't do anything because of the Teferi anyway. Yep. Probably gonna end step Shark Typhoon, make a big shark. They could just kill us with Colony too if they really want to. Oh, they're gonna make a Shark Typhoon. Interesting. I'm probably gonna trophy the Shark Typhoon. Sure. Interesting. Yep. I wanted to play a quick league before the Niner game, and we're playing against 2 control decks. And I definitely just use the clock to our advantage here. I mean, they have a quick. They can just attack. They just need to attack with the Colonnade, and like they have a 2-turn clock here. They should attack with the Colonnade, to be honest. I guess they didn't need to. If they have counter magic up, they can just counter if we have like a trophy or something. They just want to, for the memes, just exile my board. I'm gonna let them do it. If they have Archimage's Charm here, just exile 2 permanents. That's pretty funny. Pretty sweet. Hopefully. We're gonna try to milk the clock here. So just like them, us doing this means we have 4 minutes on them almost probably by the end of game 3. I do have to play quick, so I'm probably gonna not pay attention to chat for game 3. But this gives us the option to have clock on our side now. I also kind of want to just let them exile the whole board. It's kind of funny. Oh, they're not gonna animate colonnade here. Just gonna have 16 return, milk the clock here. Obviously, if this was in paper, like I would concede like 10 minutes ago. But with the chess clock, we have like almost 5 minutes on them now. So gotta use all your outs here. I think I'm just gonna roll this back. I think the storyline should have showed value, because if we had a hidden, then we could have brought the lures back and we just had the value train going. So we also mulligan, our hand was kind of bad. Discard Trophy Lilin, I think was our opener, right? So I hope so. I hope so, Roundsley. What I need to do now you brought up the bits is I need to pick what sound bite to select. That's the thing. I really like my follow notification sound. It's like I think it's like Super Mario 3. Whenever you like win a level, like it plays that sound. So I like that notification sound of each. But then for my bits, I have no idea what I should do. I did for a long time have like a moo sound, like a rhino moo sound as a follow notification when the rhino came up. That was kind of funny, but it felt kind of out of like place, I guess. It wasn't as like, oh, just like moo, and I'm like, maybe it isn't as fun as it would be. This is the exact hand that we were talking about in chat, where you had all these baubles, you don't draw the land. I need a turn 2 threat more than anything, so I'm gonna mulligan this. I could try to bobble into one, but like it's just too risky. This hand's a lot better. A lot better. I'm actually gonna bottom the apparition here. I think we want to go as aggro as possible, hit our land drops, and then just go from there. We're on the play too. Mulligan to 6 2. Path snap. Take the snap. It's unfortunate. Yep. Luris. Sweet. It's a great Sword of Fire, nice. Protect against the Jace bounce, I think. I do have several, but he has turned down. That's pretty. I don't know how the copyright thing works, so that's the problem. Ooh, okay. Kind of don't want to walk into a Snapcaster Mage here. So I'm gonna play Summer Life. No Snapcaster Mage. I ended up actually attacking it. I thought about it because like if they spend the turn snapping, then they can't path here. So that just means they're flooded if they're fetching here. Call it Falcon. Assassin's Trophy. I'm not gonna play this Luris naked. I'm gonna path here though. Or attack with a Goyf here. And then from here, I'm just gonna pass the turn, and just whatever they do kind of dictates what we do here. So if they have a Jace, if they play the Jace here, it's fine. Kind of want them to path. They're not pathing us. We really want to draw fourth land here, so that we can go like. If they pass, I'm gonna flash in the Sword of Light and Shadow. Okay. Oh, that's so brutal. With the path too. Damn it. So I'm gonna play this sword. Damn it. Ooh, thank you. I think we have to take this Jace here. We can't let them just like fix their hand. What I need is like a bauble off the top. So then that way we can just play this Lyris out, let it get pathed. I'm going to float green and then get a swamp. Okay. So we have Island, Path, Unknown. I have a feeling the other cards are blank. So Bauble here would be great. Stoneforge Mystics, a great draw. Because that kind of forces them to path here. Oh, dude, I could eat some chicken wings right now. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I would be very much down for some chicken wings. I really need that fourth basic. That second fielder really screwed us up. I really need a fourth land now. So island. So they're not going to path here. Gaddock Teak. Okay. I'm going to pass still here. Hold up Batterskull. Shark Typhoon. Sure. Probably saving the path for the Batterskull. Teferi, sure. Really need a land here. So we have Path Unknown. Okay. All those selections here. Not having that other basic really screws us. We need a Bauble too. Just attack the Teferi. Hmm. Oh, I didn't attack with the Stoneforge Mystic. I'm so stupid. That was a huge punt. That was a dumb punt. Let me just play this guy to you now. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Soundboard setup. Yeah, I'll check that out later on, so thank you. I think not attacking with that Stoneforge Mystic is really gonna cost me here. God damn it. Oh no. We're just not also drawing our lands here, so we're just not gonna be able to like cast anything. Okay. Okay. So that's just that reads cryptic here. I'm gonna play this spell bomb out just to see what they have. I'm gonna attack this Teferi. I'm gonna play the path out. Guess I have to trophy this shark token, which is awkward as hell. We just need to draw lands, and we can just actually like make our. There you go. I'm gonna play a Skyclave Apparition. Exile the Teferi here. They have Cryptic, that kind of sucks, but it's fine. At least next turn we can like bring back the Spell Bomb with Luris if our opponent just has nothing in hand. Or not, we can just not draw anything. So now we just are dead to that token in 2 turns. Kind of want to exile them now. So we are dead next turn. Blue white control. A Shark Typhoon is very, very good. That sucks. Ball below. I need this Luris to live, which is not very probable. Concealed Courtyard. Don't want the Concealed Courtyard. Hopefully this Luris can trade. Hopefully our opponent just has nothing in hand and we can just block here. Good game. Good game. Just couldn't get our like hand out fast enough. Not drawing the 4th land really just what cost us the game, I think. Unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Like we had that turn 1 discard, turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic, and we just needed to like play out our hand. We just could not do that. So we'll see. Sorry, checking my fantasy. Sean Watson, Todd Gurley going off for me, which is fantastic. Clark Andrews as well. Solid hand. Hopefully this main deck Spellbomb does something. I've yet to have drawn a main deck Spellbomb against Dredge. I played Dredge I think 3 times and haven't drawn the main deck Spellbomb, which is kind of unfortunate, but what you get. What is this? Oh. This is like Titan Vow. With no... They kept this hand with no green sources. What the hell? Well, I'm going to take the Reclaimer because that's the most powerful card. Of course they just draw it. Of course. Of course. That's just fantastic. Sure. This is awkward because we want to double white. So I'm going to place Temple Garden and pass. Awkward. Very awkward. Plains. Yep. Oh, they have the Flagstones too, so they can ramp. Okay, so they have Tribe Elder, Ghost Quarter, Unknown. Trophy. Maybe it's best just to keep the spell on, knowing I'm a Liliana. Ghost Quarter means they have Primeval Titan in hand. Unfortunate. Oh, man. I can't believe they drew the green source. That's unbelievable. Did they scry? They didn't. They kept a 7 with no green sources and all the green hands. That's unbelievable. Sometimes you just get lucky. That's unfortunate. What are you going to do? Ashioks come in with Room Blights. Or in the case Crusaders, we can ignore Feel the Dead. Spell Bombs come out. Swap Sword and Lightning Strike with Sword and Fire and Ice. Trim a Path. Trim a Veil. I can see the apparitions coming out. It's a debate between the Liliana and the apparitions, and I think on the play I want Liliana, and on the draw I'm gonna have apparitions. Yeah, the RX champions for the blue-black, black-red prowess decks that I've played against a ton, and then literally right when I added in the sideboard, I haven't played against it at all, which is kind of what you expect, right? So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna try this. Yeah, I mean it's a meta call, and I'm just not playing against any of the black-red decks, which is kind of funny. Yeah. This hand. I'll take this. Guess we just bottom the land. I think we bottom the land and hope we just get lucky. We can also just bottom a discard spell. Did you make any changes to the Omega to that many? No, I made my mana base to the point where I'm more black-white based, so I have 18 white sources. The RX champions kind of screws it up because I think you need 20 white sources to have turn 2 double white consistently. But that being said, against like Black-Red Prowess, it's like it's fine. You don't need a land on turn 2. Against Burn, you do. I think I just pitched Thoughtseize, go turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic, turn 3 Liliana. Let's bottom the Inquisition, just in case they have like Primeval Titan. Then I can just take the Titan if we need be. Opponent also will go to 6. I can see the argument for like just pitching the third land, but I kind of want the third land to be honest. Reclaimer, Tracker, it's fine. So I'm gonna take the Reclaimer here. This is the type of hand that we can beat now. So we go turn 2, Stone Force Mystic, turn 3, Liliana, turn 4, Flash in. So Feast and Famine plus Liliana. Luris. I like Luris. We need a bauble here. If we had a bauble, then I would slam the Luris on turn 3. Nice. Now this Liliana is a target. Basic Land Shark, thank you for the host. Really, really appreciate it, buddy. As always. Just gonna stay the course. Liliana minus them. Unfortunate that they had another threat to deploy. Probably just going to purge Liliana here. Next turn, tracker plus land. Yep. Oh, they're going to tracker now. Okay. I really want to... Damn. I think I'm going to play the land, plus Liliana. No, it doesn't work. Do we just have to let the Liliana go? I just have to let this Liliana go. I think I have to let this Liliana go. I could also... Ooh, they pitched the Purge. I kind of want to play this Luris now. They pitched the Purge. I let the Liliana go, and then I flash in the sword. Yeah, let's do that. No value sucks, but what are you gonna do? Sure. If I know I had maybe I shouldn't have plus here, but I need to threaten the minus on the tracker. Yeah. Yep. I smell another Purge, honestly. Which they kind of have to purge the Luris too. I kind of want to block here. And then we can just bring the Luris back if need be. So that kind of like puts them in a bind where like they need to deal with the Liliana and the Luris because we can just bring the Stoneforge Mystic back. Yeah. And then like this has the highest upside where if they don't have another creature we can just minus the land on them. Sweet. So that line worked out perfectly for us, I think. So we cash in this Liliana. Nice. I think if they had had a removal spell, they would have cast them on Solaris. So I'm just going to Kind of go all on this Lurrus this turn. Oh no. Oh, okay. Radiant Fountain discard. Bring back the Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, so this is working great for us. At this point, I'm gonna get the sort of Light and Shadow. I think. Try to go all aggro here. I could see getting Batter Skull, but like I don't think we need it. It's kind of a little slow. Kind of want to suit up the sword on the Lurrus, just so it protects against Path. Primeval Titan. Double Field with that. Maybe I should have fuck. I should have equipped both this Stoneforge Mystic. No, that wouldn't have done anything. I think I need to just do this. Okay. Don't want to get my Lurrus pathed. So I'm just going to equip this sort of Feast and Famine onto the Stoneforge Mystic just to chump block this Primeval Titan. So they need to literally go Dryad. No! Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh no! Well, that's actually fine. They don't have Dryad, so it doesn't matter. Oh, but then they can block a Primeval Titan. So now we need Trophy. Okay. Ashiok is a little too slow. I kind of want to attack with this Stoneforge Mystic and then get a Batter Skull back. I actually think I like that. I could also just get the Bauble back too. So I think I'm going to attack with the Stoneforge Mystic. See if they take it. If they don't take it, I'm going to bring it back with this Batter and get Batter Skull. It's fine. Cast Lurrus off the top. I'm going to shuffle away the Ashiok here. I'm going to draw... Actually, let's see what's on top of their deck. Vesuva. Okay. Ooh, that's another Valakut. So actually, it's actually okay, because then they just have more fields. So I can actually... Yeah, it's actually fine. So them drawing Vesuva doesn't actually do anything. Inquisition, Batter Skull. Okay. That attack actually fucked me over now, because now I can't equip it. Okay. Okay. Fatal Push. Let's see what's on top of their deck here. If it's just another land, we're golden. Oh, they have the fucking Dryad. Okay. That's actually fine. That is actually fine. Yeah, that's actually fine. Because watch this. Watch this. Watch this epic play. Now they attacked, and now they can't block. No mountains for Valakut. They can get all the field Luda tokens that they want. Does not matter. I needed the Revolt for the Fatal Push to kill the Dryad. Thank you. Alrighty, game 3. Let's go. Luckily, we drew the Batterskull there. Maybe it's correct for me just... No, I need to draw the card, like, right away. Because, like, I needed a way to trigger Revolt on the opponent's turn to make that really a thing. But... That was fun. Sure. We have an Entertain Early Reclaimer and discard spell for a tracker, and we have a Quick Clock. Ooh. Is that a Veil of Summer, or is that a Veil of Summer? Like, is that the most obvious Veil of Summer I've ever seen, or what? Reclaimer. Hopefully they just don't have a land. Okay, play the Reclaimer. So now I'm going to have the Thoughtseize, and with Veil in a sack, we can push the Reclaimer. I'm going to Veil here. And I'm going to push this in response. Just have 6. Yep. And then next turn we can go Inquisition plus Tarmogoyf. Damn it. They had another Reclaimer. Damn it, hell. Trophy. I have another Veil. Okay, I was going to say. Purge, Call, Excavator. Primeval Titan. I think I have to take the Excavator here. They don't have any lands. So I'm going to take the Excavator. They could call for another Excavator, but like that just seems very awkward for them. We can't trophy the Reclaimer either, just because they're going to just ramp into the Titan. So we really need to draw Thoughtseize, if anything. So they're banking on a land here, because they drew Tireless Tracker. So that was very, very greedy of them. They wanted to go Tracker, land, fetch with it. Oh, I guess they can't, just cost 2 mana. Sure. No, they already had the land. Okay. Shock. This Reclaimer isn't really doing anything. Do we just have to go aggro here? We do. Let's just hope they miss on land drops. I don't think playing Ashok does anything, unless they literally draw Flagstones. I guess they could tutor for Flagstones here, but it's like it's fine because they can just attack it, the Ashok down, so it doesn't really do anything. Like, I'd rather just like get this into play, and then maybe like, yeah. Oh, so they're ramping. We're still okay though. Lurus. Let's see. I think we can attack with both Goyfs. They have the Purge too at end of turn. I think we just attack with both Goyfs, get a Bauble down. And get Lurus plus Bauble down. Okay. Yeah, so they're just gonna purge our Ashok. So I think, and they could also just purge our Lurus. I think I'd rather just get the Lurus down, get the value. Sure. Let's see where you're gonna draw this turn tracker. Okay. Oh, Thoughtseize is a turn too slow. Come on. Darn. So they don't purge Lurus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have exactly field mana here. Yeah, so I got one to get 2 triggers. Actually bobble them. What are you going to draw? A Reclaimer. So we can take the tracker away. And then play Ash. We can play the tracker, take the tracker and trophy the Primal Titan. We could also Ashok plus trophy. We could either, we definitely have the trophy the Primal Titan. It's just a matter of, do we want to trophy the Titan? We really need a sort of Feast and Famine here. So trophy the Primal Titan, and then I think we have to Thoughtseize the tracker away. so let's do that. Oh crap! I wanted the trophy of the Primatine. I'm so dumb. Damn it! I thought too soon. I guess it's not that. I guess that didn't matter. They thought that we could do something, but I'm just being stupid. So let's Thoughtseize here. Take the tracker. And then trophy the Primeval Titan. That Radiant Fountain was pretty clutch too, because it gives him out of Sword and Feast and Famine range. All the cards. Okay, so now they have. I mean, they could go Reclaimer plus Purge Allures. Oh man, they just do another land. Okay. Okay. They're not going to Purge or Lurse? That's crazy. I'm gonna keep this untapped. They could also just make a land here. We kind of just need to keep drawing to a Sword and Feast and Famine, I think. And just keep pressuring their zombies like this. Oh fuck, I didn't bring a bauble back. That's actually okay, I think. Because we can just play this Batter Skull now. Damn it. Should have brought the ball back first. I'm so dumb. Oh, damn it. Now I think I probably will Titan. Oh, Dryad. Okay. That's fair. Maybe we should have not attacked and played Ashok just to stop the Reclaimers. And they would have minused it. Yeah. I don't think it would have mattered per se. Darn. Reclaimer plus Dryad's pretty cute. Darn. I don't know if we could have still won this game. We still needed a Sword of Protection. We really needed a Sword and Feast of Fame in this game to really just close the door, because they just stalled so much time with these zombies. Yep. Good game. Alright, well, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get some more water, and I'm going to finish the league. Unfortunate, but I will be right back. I think the past like 4 leagues, I've won my first match and then lost the last two, the next two. Unfortunate. That's how these Magic leagues go sometimes. And it's kind of unfortunate that all of my cyber plans just aren't working. Like if I had drawn Mirran Crusader at all, did I even board in Mirran Crusader? I really hope I did. Because like if I had drawn that at all, did I even? Now I'm kind of curious. Did I board it in? Please tell me I boarded it in. Because Mirran Crusader at all that game would have been fantastic. Yeah, boarded it out for Skyclave Apparitions. That would have been very nice. I mean, we're making the correct sideboard calls, I feel like. I think 2 Mirran Crusaders are very, very nice to have. Especially against like Tidal Bugs. Again, we can just ignore Field of the Dead. If we had just drawn that at all, like that would have been fantastic. Equipped to a Sword of Lightning Shadow too. Would have been sweet. Protected against Path. Doesn't get protected against Valakut though. That is of note. So we do have to find answers to Dryad, but we have plenty of those. So. But yeah, I'm really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Got 25 viewers on my Streamlabs OBS account. Really appreciate everyone hanging out with me. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. If you guys want to support the channel more, you guys can follow me on Twitch. If you guys are watching this on YouTube by chance, it's twitch.tv/KODiamonds. You guys can look at my old YouTube content, youtube.com/KODiamonds. And then if you want up-to-date streams on my stream schedule, you guys can follow me on Twitter. Twitter.com/KODiamonds22. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna hold this fetch. I'm just gonna lean on a Thoughtseize. Hold the ball. I'm gonna play the ball but not crack it. I'm gonna save it. Row. Jace, our promise. So it's the good old Sultai Uro deck. Just take the Jace. I guess it's right now. I kind of want a 2-drop, so I'm just gonna not get the most out of this Bauble Scry. I think I really have to just lean on drawing a Tarmogoyf here or a Stoneforge Mystic. So I'm gonna do this now just so I can hopefully draw something on turn 2. Oh, that Mana Leak is a good to know too. Very good draw for them. Unfortunate for us because I'm just gonna get a 2-drop countered, which is fine. So it's gonna get leaked. It's gonna get leaked here. Because I want to play this Liliana on turn 3. So I need to bait the Liliana out with this Tarmogoyf. Maybe I should have taken the Hour here, because that's the card that's just going to absolutely destroy us. Because they can ramp into it with Uro. Oh, Renin 6. Okay. Misty. So here is where I'm going to do the Bauble Scry. Skyclave Apparition. That's a good card. I'm gonna hold up the push for now. Liliana versus versus Rense is just a losing battle here. We really need to get a little more aggro. Next turn, probably pitch the push. Udo. So we need a spell bomb. Not another push. Don't need another push. Now they get an hour here, which is annoying. Maybe we should have taken the hour here instead of the Jace. That might have been a mistake on my part. Let's crack this. See if we draw a Tarmogoyf that we can block this thing. Nope. I should have plussed first. Damn it. I'm just like accepting we're going to lose this game now, which is kind of unfortunate. I just sequenced that really bad. Maybe it should have been correct just to minus Liliana there. Maybe I'd been correct just to minus Liliana there with the Misty Reinforced. We're not going to beat this endgame. We need to draw Forward and Feast and Famine or Stoneforge Mystic, but that's not going to happen. Let's just go to game 2. Gideon's 1 EE, Sword of Light and Shadow instead of a Fire and Ice, 2 Ashioks. Crusaders, Teague. I don't like Liliana's in this matchup. Don't like the removal, the spot removal, and that's a pretty clean sideboard plan here. Maybe it was incorrect to just walk Tarmogoyf into the. I think I could have played that a lot differently, but I think the ends are still the same. Maybe I should have just taken the hour, then we still probably just lose to the Jace. We could have skycaped the Jace probably. Maybe I should have been. Maybe I was a little too aggressive in just playing my turn. Maybe I could have played around the mana like a little bit better, knowing that my opponent had it. But just playing the Drygo game just isn't good. I think it is still correct just to bait the mana leak out and just play the Liliana and then just try to plus. No, let's solve this. Cool. We got turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic. Hopefully we can draw a white source for our other spells. Mana leak, Hour Promise. I'm gonna take the hour here. Not gonna make the same mistake twice. Got a Batter Skull, got an actual threat on the board. Since we already have the other sword, and we have another Stoneforge Mystic, so we have a lot of ways to fight the field this game. Especially with the Mirran Crusader. We need to draw another land here. Please just fetch, or Conceal Courtyard. Conceal Courtyard is probably our best draw. Abrupt Decay. Damn it. That's like literally the worst draw we could have. Literally the worst draw. Because we could have gotten a Mirran Crusader underneath a Mana Leak. That's just so bad. Damn. Land. Okay. This is a lot worse though. Still an okay shape though. Gross Spiral here. Can't F6. Because we want to flash in a batter spell if they have a removal spell for it. Okay. Okay, Misty. So we know the whole. I guess we don't know the contents of that because they played field. Uh-oh. Sure. They can't play Growth Spiral here. Could leak us. So I kind of like just flashing in the sword and then passing the turn. Delta. Enter Hill 90. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Gonna play this Feast and Famine. That's a great draw. Because now we can if in theory we can protect our Stoneforge Mystic with this Inquisition, equip the sword, attack our opponent, get the trigger, play the Mirran Crusader, or we can exile a Red and 6, depending on how much value you want them to not get. So it really depends on what their last card is. Like getting this Crusader down is going to be huge. Return target spell. That's actually fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they're counting my discard spell. Never mind, got it. So I'm going to... I think at this point, they have Field, Growth Spiral, Mana Leak. I'm just going to play as Mirran Crusader and just try to go aggro here. Oh shit, did they have a fetch land in it? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I didn't realize that a fetch land in play. Gosh darn it. I'm so bad. So frustrating. For some reason I thought they only had one land untapped. Thinking just hungry. God damn it. This is what happens when you aren't. Oh my god. This happens when you're not fed. I'm like not seeing things straight. Gosh damn it. Because I could have played. I could have baited the sort of Feast and Famine out. What are they gonna draw? Noporo. I might just concede this game and go to game and just go to the last match. They're just gonna leak. It's fine. I punted that game. I guess it wouldn't have mattered because they would have been able to mana leak this one too. Unfortunate. I'm also just very hungry. I kind of just want to finish this league and then go eat. This league is actually going a lot longer than I've been wanting to. Deshaun Watson got another TD, which is great. I play League off stream while I watch the Niner game, though. I do need some food. Definitely need the food check. It's like 1:30. Ate breakfast at like 7. It wouldn't have mattered though, because they would have been able to go Spartan in the Mana League and Mana League my guy. We beat Jessica Wildfire, lost against Blue Eye Control, Sultai Uro, and I think another Uro deck. No, sorry. We beat Jessica Wildfire, lost against Blue Eye Control, Green White Titan, and Sultai Uro field. So all 4 very bad matchups actually, which is kind of funny. Playing against all these control decks with field as a top end. Like literally, we played against 4 fielded decks. I mean, it's kind of discouraging because we do have like the 2 Mirran Crusaders to combat the fielded decks. We drew 1 and we just couldn't protect it with counter magic. That we knew that had in hand. So it's just kind of unfortunate. Like, they're just literally all bad matchups. Like, and I feel like every fielded deck is just a bad matchup for us. And it was 4 straight fielded decks. But that's Modern sometimes, right? You just lose the matchup lottery. Because we were very prepared against like the prowess matchups and stuff, so. Oh, I hope so. Hopefully our last matchup is against Infect or something. But Infect does run Veilosum right now, which is kind of annoying. But we do have like 2 EEs, which is really good. Kai's Gao also ignores Veilosum too. But we'll see. I'm also like very, very hungry. It's 1:30 my time and I haven't eaten yet. So I was hoping my league would finish at 1 and then I can go grab food and then watch the Niner game, but I'm gonna finish the league real quick and then grab some food and then tune in on the Niner game. It sounds iffy on the draw, but I think we can't not keep this with the 2-mana interaction, 3-mana interaction. So we're against Amulet Titan. So we played 5 fielded decks straight in a row. That's crazy. Discard spell would be great here. Stoneforge Mystic. I play Gauntlet Shrine tapped. We could just beat so dead here. Can't believe we were playing against 5 straight fielded decks. It's just absurd. Maybe we do need 3 Ashocks here. And they play Azusa here. Gross. Yep. I hate fielded. You just can't beat that end game in there. Sam would be a lot better on the play because we could Liliana them, their Azusa, but now they can. We don't know what lands they have in hand, which is bad. Tribe Scout's fine. Cavern. So They don't have a white source to equip it, so okay. So this Liliana plus should get rid of any Titans, hopefully. On my count, they can't cast Titan here. Nice attack by our opponent. We're gonna Liliana plus. I think we Liliana plus and then just pass. And then just hope, and then just try to ult here. I think that's our only line that can win the game. It's probably just discard the other Liliana. And the next turn we can go Stoneforge Mystic plus Tarmogoyf. Yeah, it's a rough league. Definitely a rough league. Okay. That being said, like, this game is winnable. For sure. Stoneforge Mystics, okay. Guess our plan is to... I think if we can kind of safely ignore Field of the Dead. So no matter what do I want to pitch to this Liliana, and maybe we just pitch this trophy. They already have Field of the Dead. We do need an Answers with Primeval Titan. I think maybe the safe play is just to discard this Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, so let's attack with this Tarmogoyf. Because if they have like a Dryad or something, I would think we want to save a trophy for that. Oh, I should have plussed first. Gosh damn it. I guess I could just pitch this. So that we lose 1 point of damage here. That's being really, really sloppy and being very famine right now. The correct play is to plus first, because if we are 1 damage short, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Like our goal is to get this Liliana ultimate off though. No Primeval Titan. No Primeval Titan. No Primeval Titan, please. Okay, that's Drew Vasuva. Okay. Good target. Interesting they're cracking now, because I can't cast Primeval Titan. I think that was incorrect. All the trophies. Get a sword in. Whip this. I guess we trophy the field. Okay. Interesting. And then I think I just trophy something just to trophy it. There's no white source. I'm gonna have to pitch it anyway. Having no land doesn't matter. Maybe we just trophy a zombie token at that point. I don't think trophying the amulet does anything. If I block Zeusa, zombie tokens. I could also just minus the Liliana for 9. So it kind of forces them to attack here. 10, 11. Trophying the amulet makes these guys 5, 7, 12, 13. Yeah, so actually I think I do like trophying the amulets here because it gets another card type into the graveyard, which grows our Tarmogoyf. And then if we can ult this Liliana, we can and get this into the graveyard, our Goyfs grow bigger again and we have lethal. Don't be Primeval Titan. Okay. Interesting. So I'm gonna set it up like this. Block like this, and actually gonna suicide my Liliana to make them sack, I guess, a zombie token. Maybe just characteristical like this. No, it's better to block the Zeus just in case the game goes longer because I don't want them to get a bounce land and just get a bunch of Alpha exploration triggers. Okay. GG. We also just have lethal on board now. Sweet. Opponent's using him as all the lands, which is really funny. Lethal Form Blights, Ashiox, Mirran Crusaders, Spell Bombs come out. I think I can cut the path. Swap a sword for a sword. Three cuts. Maybe we trim lures here. Because like we're already congested at the 3-drop slot. This isn't really a game we want to grind. Maybe like go like this. Maybe something like this. God damn, Feel the Dead. This is like Feel the Dead.league. Unfortunate. This is a great hand though. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Tarmogoyf. Hopefully we can turn 3 Liliana. Our opponent did not mulligan. Unfortunate for us. Amulet would be bad. This looks like, okay, yeah, it's Amulet. Conceal Courtyard or Blooming Mars should be our best draw here. So just so we have an insured black source or fetch. Thank you. Came calling for me. Wow, their hand is absolute ass. Guess I just have to take the Dryad here. On the play I would have taken the Omen and then we could have veiled the Dryad, but then this gives him too much advantage. I'd rather just give him the Scry here with the Omen. It's fine. Another Amulet. Crazy. Cool Turf. Bring back Green Pool probably. Okay. So we have our clock. We just need him to not draw anything. The Omen is also uncastable, which is great for us. So we know they're... Oh, I guess they have the Breeding Pool. So I'm going to take that back. Yep. I have the Skyclave Apparition and Amulet here, I think. Because if I don't, they just go bounce land and they have 5 mana. If I take away an Amulet, they have 5 mana. If they don't give them by 5 if I don't take the Amulet away, they're gonna get 2, 4, 6, 8. They just have all the mana in the world. So I think I just need to Skyclave Apparition and Amulet. Hopefully we slow them down. Then they don't do anything this turn except Omen, which is fine. And then we can Liliana plus pitch this other Liliana, swing for 7. And hopefully we can draw a land or a Sword of Feast and Famine and win the game that way. Discard spell will also be very, very good. We can go discard spell Liliana, pitch Liliana. Top is not good. They drew Field of the Dead. So we know 3 out of the 4 cards. Discard spell. Batter Skull. They play land. Got Primeval Titan 6. So they don't have enough mana to activate Field of the Dead unless they have another way of ramping, which I don't think they do. So 4 with the Gruul Turf. 5, 6. They have to bounce a land, so they go down to 3, 4, 5. Trying to figure out if it's safe to discard this push or we just discard this Batter Skull. I think it's safe just to discard this Batter Skull, have enough mana to, or have enough power to attack. They play Primeval Titan, we can push plus minus line up and another minus. So I think that's, I'm going to take the line. Discard the Batter Skull. And then just attack. Pitched Force. So we know all the cards in our hand. Okay. So they get Titan plus 2 untaps. Yep. Gruul Turf. We're going to return. Yep. Return Gruul Turf. Okay. So again, like, we can still minus them. So they need a way to gain double life. They could get double Radiant Fountain, but that's not like winning the game necessarily. I'm gonna hold this fetch just in case they end up drawing a Dryad for some reason. Oh, they're gonna attack. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Yep. So they can attack the Liliana. Probably get another land. Or probably double Radiant Fountain. They still need blockers though. So they returned Slayer Stronghold. Oh, that's gross. That's fine though. We just have another Liliana. So this doesn't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Bog themselves. Okay. So they need to really draw Dismember as their other card. So we play Liliana here, minus them. Hope that's enough. That was a mana off Gargaroth. Opponent said they're a mana off Gargaroth. Sweet. We faced 5 fielded decks and we went 2-3. I don't think I can really complain about that. I mean, if we're really playing against that many fielded decks, I think we just need a third Ashiok. Like, cut the Auric champion because it's kind of narrow and just have a third Ashiok. I think that's a change I'm going to make next week, or next stream. Mirran Crusaders is still pretty good. I think with all the fielded, like, Mirran Crusader seems really, really good against. If I just stuck it, it would have been very, 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 very good. Another 2-3, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think that's just the nature of... We just literally played our worst matchup 5 times, like, or just the type of deck, worst deck 5 times, right? I think it was still cool to be able to... Shadow Capybara, thank you for the follow, really, really appreciate it. I think it was still cool to play that cool trick. Even though we lost the game against Titan, Green White Titan, it was still cool to play that trick of bounce or flash in their Batter Skull, return the Batter Skull hand to trigger Revolt, and then Fatal Push a Dryad, so then the Prime Titan doesn't get anything for Valakut. I think that was probably my favorite play of today, so hopefully I can snip that. Other than that, I'm going to raid Control Freak. He raided me in the past. He's a very, very, very good Shadow player. I watched him a few times, and he is... I really like how he... his content. He's just a normal guy, just is very nice, answers all the chat. He approaches his... his style of streaming is very kind of similar to mine, where I try to answer all the chat, interact with chat. He's very interactive. He's very nice. He doesn't discount any lines that anyone takes. Like, that's the kind of person I want to watch as a streamer. Just someone who is open to everything, open to all the lines, isn't gonna be rude or anything like that. So I'm gonna pay it forward because he rated me a couple weeks ago. Gonna pay it forward. It's also his birthday stream, and that's awesome. So other than that, for everyone for tuning in, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I've been hitting a stream with 2 threes, but the stream has been... Content has been great. My chat's been awesome. Everyone's been tuning in. My viewership's been pretty decent. Since 25 on my end. I love it. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. Roundsy, thank you for gifting that sub. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to work on that bit soundbite. Other than that, if you guys want to support the channel, you guys can follow me on Twitch if you guys haven't already. Twitch.tv/carrydamage if you're for some reason watching this on YouTube. You guys can look at my old YouTube content for all my Abzan stuff. That's youtube.com/carrydamage. And then Twitter is where I'm going to post my up-to-date streams, twitter.com/carrydamage22. I might stream... I'm going to try to stream either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's the change they're really going to make. That I really do think 3 Ashocks where we're going to be against those fielded decks. So I think this is where I'm going to want to be moving forward. I'm going to probably think about it, but this might be what my next step is. But other than that, again, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I am really hungry. I'm going to go grab some food. Other than that, please take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Hope to see you guys either Tuesday or Wednesday. Please follow me on Twitter. That's where you'll find my up-to-date stream dates. Again, please enjoy the Control Freak. He is a very good Shadow player, so please stick around for him. He makes very good content. Other than that, take it easy, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Saw the mat. Was at a GP in Dallas, and I'm like walking through this convention center, and I see Clint's artist booth set up. Kevin rating with a party of 11. Thank you so much. I hope he had a fantastic stream. Assuming it involves some Abzan shenanigans. But yeah, like the first time I saw Clint Searley's booth, I saw the playmat and it was just like immediately I'm gonna get that. Like no doubt in my mind, I'm going to buy that playmat. And I looked at my wallet, had like no cash on me, so I ran by the booth, literally the only one that they had available. booth and went up to the guy who was in charge of keeping all of Clint's stuff in order.